Welcome, fellow trainers. My name is Musaki from the Chaldea Gurus, but today I'll be your gacha guru. And once again, we're talking about Uma Musume. As of right now, we are less than 24 hours before this game goes live, and we are positively excited to finally get our hands on this game and be able to understand exactly what's going on with it. But this is a different type of gacha game than what you might be used to. It doesn't play like the standard gacha games at all, and because of that, there's a lot of information that's got to be covered. But don't worry, we got your back. And I won't be doing this alone. We have multiple members of the Gurus who are super excited about this, Cyril and Tristan being two of them. So, I'm not going to delay this any further. Tristan has some words for each and every one of you newbie trainers, and exactly what you can expect. Take it away!
Umas. They were born to run. They inherit the names of horses from a world much like their own, with histories sometimes tragic and sometimes wonderful. Yet they run ever forward. Such is their fate, and no one can know the future of how these races will end for these Umamusume. Yet they continue to run, aiming only for the goal in front of them. And it's your job, my fellow trainers, to help them achieve said goals. Hello and welcome, future trainers. My name is Tristan of the Gacha Gurus, and I shall be your Triple Crown trainer for today. Welcome to the wonderful world of Umamusume, where the people are as varied as our own, the carrot production industry is incredibly robust, and the home of horse girls. From the silly and quirky to the serious and tactless, Umas are as varied as the people we know and love, with aspirations as wide as the ocean. But what is Umamusume? And how is it our job to help them? Unlike most other gacha games, you aren't saving the world. You're not fighting historic battles or facing off against unimaginable, insurmountable odds. Instead, you're training and racing. Umamusume is a training and racing roguelike gacha game with slight idle elements, where the primary goal is helping your Uma achieve their individual goal and aspiration. Umas are the horse girls you'll come to love and train throughout your time in Tristan Academy, and are, of course, one of the primary gacha banners. Instead of rolling for units to pulverize your enemies, you're rolling for the training rights to Umamusume to help them achieve ultimate victory on the field. In a genre of games where people love to say every unit is viable, there's no such thing as viability in most cases of Umamusume that don't involve player versus player content. It's your job as the trainer to make them viable, to crush all rumors, and to pave the way for them to stand at the top of the racing world. The Umas you'll be rolling for come in a variety of positions. Those who excel at short, blisteringly fast races, and those who dominate the long, drawn-out distances. In order to help them, though, you'll need support. The second gacha banner is the support card banner, where a bevy of powerful supportive cards for your Umas await. The true power lies here. To augment the training and help them acquire new skills to unleash on the field, you'll be wanting a healthy assortment of support cards. The way to use these cards and train your Umas is through the primary gameplay core of Umamusume, training scenarios. At the start, you'll have access to the URA Finals, or URA Finals, the starting scenario for Umamusume, with, of course, more being added as the game is updated. Throughout these scenarios, the individual stories of your Umas will play out, as well as the overarching story for that given scenario. As their trainer, it's your duty to help them grow, learn, and overcome the races they seek to win, and eventually, help them achieve the ultimate crown by the end. Upon completion of a scenario, your Uma is given a ranking and score based on how well you did that run. However, that Uma isn't done. They can still be used for other things once their final given score has been tallied up. They can be used in things like the main story of Umamusume, or the aforementioned player versus player races of the game. They can also be used to help further augment future training runs, with the help of the inheritance system, one that allows earlier raced Umas to potentially pass on their skills and experience to future Umas. Yet, what about the idle elements that were mentioned earlier? After every major race, if your Uma was in the top 3 places, you can watch them dance and sing a song in celebration of their placement, with sometimes a unique song being sung depending on the scenario at hand, or the PvP environment, with a bombastic, scenario-ending song at the end of the training run. As with everything else, more songs and dances are added to the game as it's updated. new scenarios are added, and sometimes even events. Ah yes, events. The most basic of gacha editions. How are the common events handled in Umamusume, you may ask? Passively. You don't need to go and do an event story, or play on an event map. Instead, by just playing the game, doing your training runs, completing objectives, you can progress the most common events to be added with almost no time to use at all. With both a lottery and a point ladder, and almost every event being progressed this way. With most events added, you will be given a free MLB SSR support card. But that's the common ones, as mentioned before. There are other events too. Ones for PvP called the League of Heroes. Or maybe the Champions Meeting. Endgame events for those who truly believe their Umas to be the best there is also exist. So-called the Masters Challenge. Such events will be explained in a later guide. This is the world of Umamusume. This is Tristan Academy. There's always something going on. A race to be run, and training to be done. If it sounds like your kind of place, come and give it a try. I'd love to see you around the track.
Thanks a lot, Tristan. That was a lot of information, as I was telling you. But all good info. The key line is here. All Umas are viable. It really depends on you as a trainer and getting them to the end goal. However, I understand that there is a need for people who want to know what the best unit is to roll for and have a goal in mind when they're playing these type of games. While I can't tell you exactly the final roster that's available, I can tell you one unit to be on the lookout for when the game goes live, and that is going to be Ogre Cap. Ogre Cap is a very versatile unit, able to run on multiple different types of terrain, able to run multiple types of distances, and bring multiple types of positions. It really just depends on what you want to build them for. And how they're able to do that, it really just comes down to their skills. They have a lot of skills that they have by default when you level them up that are just very good and very useful. And because of that, they're able to tackle multiple different situations very effectively. If you've seen Umamusume Cinderella Grey, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter what track she's on, she is going for the goal for her trainer. But, just like Tristan said, support cards are power. So what are the support cards that we should really be looking out for? One thing I want you to keep your mind on, and I want you to look out for, is the speed card, Kitasan Black. The Kitasan Black speed card is such a powerful card because it gives you multiple stats in multiple areas. Not only that, it gives you skills that are very versatile, much like Ogre, especially when you level it up. Now that does require multiple copies, and Umamusume will provide a way for you to get multiple copies over time, but when you see Kitasan Black, I highly recommend that you roll for it because it will make training your Umas, whoever they are, so much easier. On top of that, you put that on your friend list, then your friends can use the Kitasan Black card and be helpful there. It's just an overall great card to roll for, and that's one I suggest that you look out for. Now, there's plenty of other options, and Tristan, Cyril, and I will be breaking down some things that can be helpful in the future for you, maybe even a couple of collaborations down the way. But for now, I want to at least give you a little bit of a goal to kind of aim for, so that way you know what you're getting into. We are definitely going to go in on Umamusume, so if you want to join us on this journey, definitely subscribe, and you'll see not only our descent into madness, but have some fun along the way. But guys, are you excited for Umamusume just like we are? If not, are you interested in trying it out and seeing if you like it? Let us know in the comments below and let's get a discussion going. Thank you so much to our top supporters for supporting this. And without you guys, we would not be able to be here and make these videos, so thank you so much. But until next time, my name is Musaki, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.